Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your birthday reading for the month of December 2018. Let's see what the major energies are going to be for this month. I'm going to pull a few cards, one for each week. Obviously, a couple days have already gone by, but it's okay. You can put it all together, and whenever you listen to this, it may be something that you need to hear. I'd like to thank all you guys, because Sagittarius is one of my biggest supporters. Most of the people that I contact or have readings with are Sagittarians. So you guys, there's a connection between us. We love each other a lot because we go through a lot. Right now we're revisiting again some of the lessons that we have not completely learned, and we just keep making the same mistakes over and over again, and we keep thinking in the same thought patterns that really do not serve us anymore. Saturn is pushing down on us again, going, hey, you didn't learn your lesson. There's a few planets in retrograde at this time that are affecting us in a very negative way, because we really need to let go of some patterns that we have done throughout our whole lives. It's probably something that we brought on from childhood. These are childhood wounds that we're trying to heal, and we keep repeating the same cycle over and over again, and we can't heal it. And then we wonder why our relationships don't work, or why we don't have a relationship, why we prefer to be alone. We don't prefer to be alone. We like to be around people. We like to have a partner. We like to have a steady partner at that. But for some reason, we always keep running away, and we always keep pushing them away, and to that effect, to where we always end up alone. And that's really not a good thing for Sagittarius, because we are very gregarious, being fire signs. So you guys know that you are revisiting some old wounds, and hopefully by the end of this month we'll have it cleared up in our heads. We'll know exactly what we need to work on in order to be able to manifest, because it is what's blocking us from manifesting our desires. It's our patterns, our thoughts, our negative thinking, or the way that we block ourselves from the things that are supposed to be coming to us, either from the universe or from our own manifesting abilities. We just block them because we self-sabotage. That is something that is really horrific. A lot of other signs don't have that problem because they think things through, but we're very impulsive. Fire signs are extremely impulsive, and Sagittarius, being half human, half animal, we are the one that really just takes off running. Before we even think, we're off doing something else, and that's how we end up sabotaging our dreams, sabotaging our relationships, our families. They suffer greatly. One of our biggest lessons to learn is to love our families, to put them first in some instances. I know we're always supposed to put ourselves first, but we're like shooting stars up there, just going forward, and we tend to forget our families, or forget what we need to be focusing on. For some of us that have children or relationships, we also need to spend more time with them and focusing on them. We think very quickly, so it's hard to pay attention to when they're having conversations with us. These are our the people that are in relationships with us, whether it's family, romantic, friends. They're talking to you, and your mind is moving so quickly that you can't focus. And that we have a problem with that. I have a problem with it. My mother does too, and she's not even a fire sign, but it's just something that happens. We just have that always thinking ahead, and always shooting out there somewhere. And we need to bring ourselves back. We need to hold ourselves together. We need to pay more attention to our family members and stop self-sabotaging, which is horrific. Anyway, let me get on with the reading. Again, the World card flew out like magic because it's ending time. It's time to end. This month, this year is ending with a bang. This year is going to end for us, and we're going to learn some of the biggest lessons that we've ever had to learn, or in a sense, about ourselves. A big lesson. Something has to close out in our lives, Something has to end so that the new Sagittarius can begin at the beginning of the year. With a lot less responsibilities on us, with a lot less stress, with a lot less moving so quickly that we miss some of the most important things in our lives. We need to learn to focus on details, listening to people when they talk. We have to make ourselves pay attention. Pay attention, because we always miss something, and then we miss something with our children, our grandchildren, our romantic partners, and they suffer greatly. We don't even realize how much we make them suffer, but they love us so much that they suffer, sometimes in silence, and sometimes not in so much silence. Sometimes they take off and they do things that they don't even want to do, but they do it just to teach us that they are alive, they are a person, and we are hurting them because we're not focusing on them. We're not paying attention. We're like in our own little world, and we need to come down. We need to come down from the stars and beyond this planet. We need to ground. It's very important that we do that, okay? So we need to close some of those cycles in our lives that are hurting us, that are self-sabotaging our plans, our dreams, the things that we desire. And for those of us that are single, we need to end that as well. We need to have partners, because we need to be able to reflect back and forth. We need to see. We need to work on our faults. We need to work on our good points, and we need to see it reflected back from a partner. We're not supposed to be by ourselves, and the divine really wants to bring things to us, but again, we need to allow it, and then we need to know exactly what we want. We need to ask. In a sense, we need to leave it kind of open for the universe to bring it to us, but we need to ask for assistance. We need to, ask the angels to help us, to guide us, to bring these partners to us. Because hunting is out of the question. They really don't want us to hunt. They want us to wait for the proper timing, for the right person to come. Hunting is not good. And Sagittarius hunts because, again, we're partially a horse and the other part is a male. Horses really, they go after what they want, and they are, they control the herd. It's not just one mare. It's many. It's a whole herd of them, because we are just bad asses. Female or males, it doesn't matter. We are all the same. We are just the other half, I hope you're enjoying the reading so far. Let's see what came out. Oh, Lordy have mercy. We have the World card, closing out cycles so new cycles begin, and then we have the Hangman. The Hangman is what we always do as well. We're always like hanging there, waiting for the epiphany, waiting for the enlightenment. We are always sacrificing ourselves. This is a soul sacrifice, just to gain more spirituality, more enlightenment, the right path, communication with the divine. We are just enlightened, we're becoming more and more enlightened. We are sacrificing a lot in order to do so. For some of you Sagittarians, you're sacrificing your freedom, you're sacrificing your money, you're sacrificing having fun because you want to learn, you want to be in touch with the divine. Some of us, we're working with family as well. We're working on closing those cycles. We're working on karma, which is very difficult as well. We're working on closing those karmic cycles from the past, the family that we need to connect with, because we're so connected to the divine, we're so spiritual that it's kind of hard for us to mesh with the family or to dedicate ourselves like we should, to family members. This is what we're supposed to be doing. So our foundations, we're working on our foundations now. We're closing out old cycles, beginning new ones, and becoming more enlightened and more grounded, working on our foundations. For some of you, this is a marriage proposal, new relationship coming into your life, moving to a new home, celebrating your new home. For those of you that have moved already, like myself, celebrating your new home, working on it, getting it ready, making room for a partner to come into our lives. For some of us, it's a partner that's already there and we're celebrating with them. We're laying down the foundations for a very committed relationship, one that lasts the test of time. Partners that have suffered as well, that have suffered with us, or that have suffered on their own time, and now when they meet up with us, it's our perfect half. Sagittarius, we have a good month ahead of us, and a new year that's going to take us to another level. It will. Look at that. Guess what we got again? Wacha! The freaking Tower. I'm gonna burn this freaking card. I'm telling you, the Tower of the Epiphany, shifting a foundation so that something new can come into our lives, and we must shift the way that we think. Okay, this enlightenment's going to come in and it's going to hit us like a brick. It's time for us to change. This is Yah. These are messages from the divine. We're falling from our false beliefs, our false thoughts, our false, I don't know, movements forward. We're changing all of that, shifting of our foundations so that we can begin, as the year comes in, with some solid new foundations, the beginning, the laying down of the foundation of a committed relationship or of a commitment with yourself to change, to be better, to be more enlightened, to be able to help more people, to love your family. You're learning the things that you have done wrong, the things that have to change in your life or that will change. For some of us, these are unspeakable changes, you know, that are going to happen, but they have to, they must happen in order to achieve this. The emotional, happy family. We have to drop all of these negative patterns that we've had from the past. The wounds from our childhood need to stop. They need to be healed. They need to change so that we can achieve this. The emotional satisfaction that we're looking for, the end of the cup suit. So it's going to be a very emotional month for all of us. We have Christmas, we have work, you know, we're going to be very, very busy as we move through, but there's going to be a lot of lessons that will be learned very, very quickly, one after the other. That way, once the year begins, you're not still suffering, you know? Yes, and there is something that's coming through, either an air sign that will come with messages or with a situation that's a little bit difficult to handle, either at work or at home, something that rides through very, very quickly, but it won't stay. It's something that will be a little bit uncomfortable. Keep your thoughts positive. There's going to be messages that come in. So the messages could be something that can be about a situation that comes very quickly into your life, a person that could be coming to visit, a family member, or just, it could even be a health situation that comes through very, very quickly, but it doesn't stay, okay? We have the Devil card as well, so it could be a Capricorn. This could also represent negative thought patterns, again, or negative attachments to unhealthy relationships. So for some of you, it'll be the end of these negative patterns, these negative relationships, these attachments to people that are unhealthy, that are toxic to our lives. This person that's coming in could be someone that's very toxic or that will not make a good match with us. So we must be careful not to fall in a trap, because again, we're going to be tested. It's karmic. Whatever it is at the end of the year, it's something that's coming in. All the planets are in, a lot of them are in retrograde, not all of them. And they're going to be moving back into forward motion. The thing is, they have to teach us a lesson, you know, in the midst of it. So it could be something toxic that's coming back into our lives to see if we're going to fall for it. And if we don't, then we get our prize, you know. But we want to work our ways away from this negativity. Okay, this is just the shadow side. We're working through our ego, we're working through our shadow side, and hopefully a lot of that is going to be worked out by the end of the year, because we need to. We're going to be teaming up with others, or we're going to be thinking about doing a little bit of travel, which is not a bad idea. Again, we need to lighten our load in order to do that. So this is, like I was saying, we're going to have a pretty busy month. We're going to be making some sacrifices. We're going to be changing some of our foundations. Some of you are moving, some of you are changing jobs, changing positions at work. Epiphanies that are coming in. Maybe some of your family members are surprising you with new plans that they have. There's messages coming in that you're not expecting. So maybe they're moving, maybe they're going places, maybe they're doing things that you don't know of yet, but you will find out. Okay, because this is all news to you. And it will, some of these messages that come in may give you more of a heavy load. Okay, so be aware that if some of it is responsibility that is on others, you don't need to put it upon yourself, because the last thing you need is more responsibility, Sagittarius. You need to release some of that, because we have put a lot of responsibilities upon ourselves, carrying others, helping others, and after a while our knees can't take it anymore, our back can't take it anymore, You know, this is a person that's exhausted, but they're still moving forward with all their plans, with all their passions, with all the responsibilities of other people as well on their back. But it will hurt you. It will hurt your legs, your feet, your back. So try to lessen some of those responsibilities, especially if they belong to others. Remember, you're trying to free yourself from the attachments to unhealthy situations, relationships, people, toxic people at that may be coming into your life. So try to discern who would be considered a toxic person, so you don't get stuck with that kind of energy as you move forward. Okay, clear thinking. There could be some messages from the past. You could be thinking about your childhood. You could be with family as you go through this month because of Christmas. But be careful with your words. Clear thinking, winning thoughts. You might have an idea that has to either do with children, with your childhood, cutting out negative patterns or old wounds from your childhood, finally cauterizing that wound and fixing it with family members, coming together with them. It shows here that there could be some differences of opinion, there could be some arguments, so you need to kind of steer clear of that. Try to keep your energy as focused on positivity as you can, because like I said, it's going to be a very busy month. Let's see what the romance angels have to say. For those of you that are single, what do we got? What do we got coming in for the month of December for Sagittarians? For those of you that are not in a romantic relationship and would like to be in a romantic relationship, or would like to open up to a romantic relationship. What do we got? Almost. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So for those of you that are in a relationship or have met someone that you really, really like, obviously they really, really like you. So for some of you, it's an engagement that you're not expecting, but maybe for Christmas, you're going to get a little ring and, you know, a few words that are very bonding into the future. Remember, we got the Four of Wands, so that is a commitment, the beginning of a very committed relationship. So engagement is in the air for some of you. For some of you that are single, there could be someone that comes into your life that's very serious about a relationship. They're not there just to date you and then leave you. They're there to have a long, committed relationship, and engagement is going to be on their minds as soon as they get to know you, and they're thinking, whoa, this could be the one. Let's see what we got for those of you that are in a relationship for the month of December. So those of you that are single, you could meet someone. For those of you that are in a relationship, time apart is on the horizon. So some of you may be thinking about a separation. Some of you may have to go and visit your family, or they have to go visit their family, or they have to work, or they're in the military. So a little bit of time apart. But they're going to be thinking of you, and you're going to be thinking of them, and you need to prepare in the time that you two are apart. And I'm not saying that you're having a separation because you're having a problem. Some of you might be. Some of you might be leaving your partnership, but you're not. It's not going to last. That separation will not last. And for those of you that are in a good relationship or a good partnership, there could be just a minor separation, either due to work or family or just the holidays, okay? And again, for those of you that are single, decide very soon what it is you want, because someone is coming into your life. You need to know that. Okay, so you're not going to be single for long. Let's see what the angel answers. Well, there's going to be some abundance, so our finances are going to be just fine as we move through the month of December. So watch your spending so that you don't get overtaxed. And then January, you're worried about how you're going to pay all the bills that you racked up during December, because with Jupiter in your sign, you're going to feel like, I want to give stuff to everybody that I know. And I know you're feeling it, because I am too. We need to take action on some of the plans that we have in order to make more money or have more abundance coming in. Okay, and it could be of love, it could be of money, it could be of friends, whatever it is, you need to take action in order to make that happen. All right. Whispers of love. Let's see what they have to say to us. How can we attract more worthy love into our lives? Romance. Be more romantic. For those of you that are in a relationship, show your partner that you love them. Go dancing. Tell them how beautiful and lovely and wonderful and sweet and how much you love them. Just tell them every good thing that you could think of, you know, when you're with them. Show them appreciation. Lavish that one that you love with your personal attention and affection. You know what that's going to get you too. If you are like that with your partner, but mean it from your heart, they'll feel it. Open up your heart to them, okay? And just lavish them with everything you've got. Sagittarius, you know that you are a charmer. And for those of you that are going to meet someone soon, remember, be very romantic with your partner. Show them what you're made of, Sagittarius. Pull a couple more cards from the Art of Love Tarot. Tony Carmine's Salerno. Beautiful cards. We need to work with our intuition this month because we may have a few situations that happen that could be a little bit confusing. Okay, so we have the Eight of Angels where we may feel tied up. We might be confused, not knowing what action to take next, but the light is always there for us. We need to look for it. We need to feel it because intuition is going to be very important as we move through the month of December, Sagittarius. Don't forget that, okay? Use your intuition in order to move forward. The High Priestess. Be quiet about the plans that you have so that other people don't take your ideas, copy your ideas, or mess with your energy, okay? Keep your things secret if you're starting something new or planning to do something different from what you've been doing up to now, Sagittarius, because you really do want to take action to bring in more finances, more people, more love into your life, and you don't need to tell everybody else how you're about to do that, okay? So the energy could be a little bit confusing as we're opening up and pulling in more things and more people that are going to be coming around our lives, but we need to be able to handle that, okay? There are going to be a lot more choices also in our lives when it comes to work, finances, romantic partners, if that's something that you are trying to attract into your life, or different choices of things. So Seven of Hearts is coming in. Remember, use your intuition so that you don't get caught in some trap of a pipe dream, a dream that goes nowhere, and you're chasing it for years and years, and then you realize, shit, what am I doing? This is, you know, this is just something that's never going to materialize. Why have I wasted so much time trying to manifest this dream? So be careful with your choices as they come up. You may get several things that manifest at once because you are so magical right now, and you've gone through so much shit that eventually shit's going to have to break loose for us, okay? So we need to watch for our balance as well, because here is the Justice card. It's telling us the divine order, equilibrium, okay? So make sure that we stay balanced, that we use our intuition so we can move forward without losing our balance, without becoming too confused, and without going in the wrong direction, because many choices may open up for us. Many of our dreams and desires that we have put out there could be coming to us now. I did get the Nine of Cups when I was doing my reading this morning. So a wish that we have put out there is going to be manifest. So you guys need to pay attention, okay, to what's coming in. And know that it could be more than one. Okay? Could be more than one thing that's manifesting. Try not to go after it too fast. Make sure that it's something that you want in your life before you take action, Sagittarius. Don't go blindly moving forward, okay? That was the beginning of the reading. Take your time with everything. Okay, come on. Sagittarius. Advice for Sagittarius for the month of December. The Magician and the Mirror. You have healing hands, Sagittarius. Heal yourself. Heal the people around you. Heal the wounds that you've had for a long time. Use it on yourself instead of Always focusing on helping others. Help yourself, number one, first. Heal yourself. Look in the mirror and tell yourself you love yourself and you're going to heal yourself. Do it now. Also, you have the energy at this time to manifest the things that you want in your life, or to begin to manifest them. Use the powers that you have. Use the energy that you have coming out of your hands, Sagittarius, to manifest your biggest dream. I love you. Sending kisses and a huge hug and lots of blessings towards you, Sagittarius. I hope you have a great December, a wonderful Christmas, and a sweet ass Happy New Year, okay? Because we freaking deserve it. Every bit of it. I hope you get all your wishes to come true this year. Bye for now. I'll talk to you again soon, and know that I truly love you. Bye, Sagittarius.